Hi Virgo, welcome to Therapy with Rex. I hope you had a fabulous week last week, and I am so excited to see what's going on with you this week. I just wanted to take a moment to thank everybody who watches my channel, who likes and subscribes and comments. I really appreciate all the support. It's very encouraging to me, especially just starting out. They say the first 1,000 is hard to get, and boy am I feeling it. But I am so thankful. I got 3 new subscribers this week, and it's enough to keep me going, and I really appreciate you guys. So again, thanks for all your support. All right, let's start, shall we, Virgo? Let's see what's really going on with you guys this week. All right, Virgo. Ooh, the Tower. It's a way to start the week. Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, Judgment, the World, 10 of Wands, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords, okay, and the Star. All right, Virgo, what a way to start your week with the Tower, huh? So the Tower is all about a big truth revealed. It's about finding out something that is necessary, and it can be ground shaking, right? It can totally shake your world because it's something that you totally didn't see coming. The Tower is usually life-changing, and it can be a little chaotic and destructive because it tears down everything that you believed. It can cause trauma. It's usually unexpected. It usually causes a lot of change. You can feel loss or tragedy, disaster or confusion, but I know it sounds terrible, but I think I'm not going to say that. I don't welcome. I think that the Tower moments are necessary. They're necessary so that we can get back on course on the way we're supposed to go. Wouldn't you rather be living a truth like a life, knowing that everything is authentic and true, rather than living a lie and just keep going down a path that isn't even real or it's not even truthful? It's better to have all the information so that you can build on the truth, on what is real. So I don't think that the Tower is terrible. I just think that it's a course correction that is necessary for us to walk in our highest and best. And your obstacles is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, it's like a romantic card, right? It's being idealistic about something or kind of romanticizing around something. The fact that it's right next to the Tower, it almost feels like maybe this was a relationship that you found out about that wasn't what you thought it was, but I'm not convinced yet. I've been getting a lot of love reads this week. I'm not all about the love reads. I'll do them. It's the cards decipher, right? I just interpret. But anyway, that's what we'll just go with that for right now. The Knight of Cups is it's about romanticism. It's about being charming or artistic or graceful. It can be something to do with a mediator or an idealist or like a romantic idealist, and that's why I think it could be a relationship, but let's keep going. Best case scenario is the Ace of Swords. So yeah, I don't blame you. You want the truth about this. The Ace of Swords is all about having clarity and power and victory and breakthrough. Being able to focus, and most of all, getting the truth. You want the truth. You don't want the lie. So you're welcoming this Tower moment. Maybe you heard something about somebody, and it could be a romantic partner or a friend, and you just want the truth. You don't want all the whatever he said, she said. You just want to get down to the truth. And what you can use is the Ace of Wands. So you got 2 aces, which is the number 1. So that's all about new beginnings and opportunities and potential and starting over and individuality and birth. It's all the new stuff, right? So the Ace of Wands Ace of Swords is like mental. I want the truth, so I can work it out in my mind, so I can get clarity and breakthrough. Well, the Ace of Wands is more to do with like your spiritual purpose. So the Ace of Wands is more about like inspiration or creative spark or like confidence or a new passion or energy. So this is what the best case scenario and what you can use. You can move forward from this. You have moved forward from a lot worse. It's going to be okay. You just have to see yourself with new beginnings, with something new. What's just passed is the Judgment card. Okay, so it's like a self-awakening or a self-evaluation. Maybe that's what brought this Tower moment on, is you're kind of like evaluating yourself and where you're at, and you're trying to honor your authentic truth. The Judgment card is all about like honoring yourself, your authenticity, right? And maybe something wasn't setting right with you, and maybe you were questioning some things, and maybe that's how the Tower moment came about. Regardless of how it comes about, it's here for the good, for your good, by the way. So what's coming is the world amazing, which is success, achievement, accomplishment. It could be travel. Maybe you're like, I'm just going to go travel for a little bit. It's a completion of a cycle. So maybe this cycle, although it's ending, it was for a purpose. What can you get from this cycle so that it doesn't repeat, right? Make sure that you take each situation and you gather from it the information that you can, so that you can evolve and move on and move forward. This is fulfillment, sense of belonging. So yeah, a cycle's been complete once this Tower moment happens. So it's a good thing. You're just leveling up. Take what you can from the previous situation and move forward onto bigger and better things. Your attitude is the Ten of Wands. Yep, I'm ready to go. So the Ten of Wands is like my bag lady card. She's like all about, you can't receive anything if you've got all those bags. If your hands are full of all of this baggage and stuff, how are you going to accept anything new? How are you going to grab onto anything new? If you can see, she's got nowhere to put anything new. It's time to let all that old stuff go so that you can receive your new blessings. You need to forgive, you need to forget, and you need to let go. It is time, because in order for all the new stuff to come in, you want the new stuff to come in. So just let it go. That's all I can say, is just let it go. Drop your bag so that you can receive your new blessings. What people think is people saw this. People knew that this was happening and they didn't tell you. It's the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is all about betrayal or deception or lies, trickery, scheming, like sneakiness. So somebody knew what was going on and they didn't tell you, by the way. Or maybe they did, just whatever. People saw it coming. People knew that this was happening. Your hopes and fears, the Ten of Swords. Okay, that's another cycle complete. The Ten of Swords is like, it's about like moving on. It's about like getting up, dusting your shoulders off, and moving on. It's also about like, the situation is done. The Ten of Swords is like, it is finished. It's a complete cycle. It is like, it's failed, it's done, it's ruined, it's collapsed, it's dead, there's a dead end, it's exhaustion. Like, this just confirms that this situation, you need to let it go. Like, everybody else saw it coming but you need to let it go. You need to pack your bags, you need to move on, you need to do whatever it is that you need to do to move on. But reviving it is not an option. And once you let go, the Star. The Star is great. It's all about hope and inspiration and creativity and contentment, renewal, serenity, spirituality, and healing for the most part. You need to heal from this situation so that you can move on and receive all the blessings that you're meant to have. It's going to be okay. I would rather know than not know, and keep wasting my time on something that's not even worth it, right? Because this person or this situation was obviously not worth your time if this is where you're at right now. So let's pull some clarifiers and see what other messages we can get from this. What other messages do we have for my Virgos? Okay. So on the Tower, the Three of Pentacles. So in this situation, this was a third-party information, or you're hearing this from a third party. Three of Pentacles is usually like teamwork makes the dream work, but it's a collaboration. There's a third party. Maybe they cheated. Maybe that's what this third party is. Or you're hearing this information from a third party. It's something to do with, there's a third party coming in here. So this wasn't something that you found out directly from the source. This was a third party involved. However, they were involved. On your obstacles, you really liked this person. Nine of Cups. You were happy. You were comfortable. You were content. And yeah, this kind of took you by surprise. But you're going to get there again. You are. You're going to get there again. Best case scenario on the Ace of Swords is strength. Yep. You are strong. You have so much strength. And this is not the first time that something has come out of left field and surprised you. And you've had to pick yourself up, dust your shoulders off, and move on. Just take what you can from this situation. You know, strength is all about, like this lady is sticking her hand in a lion's mouth. It's about being brave, and it's about having courage and confidence and overcoming your self-doubt, because this is not your fault. When people hurt you, hurt people, by the way. This was not your fault. You did nothing to deserve to be treated in this form, except for not love yourself enough. If you did anything and you have anything to be responsible, it's for not loving yourself enough to, like, I'm sure, maybe not today, but I'm sure when you look back on this situation, you will realize that there were probably some red flags that you probably ignored. There were some things that this person or this situation did that was, you know, it was below your standard. You should love yourself enough to not let people treat you in this manner at all. And what you can use on the Ace of Wands is the Knight of Cups. So yeah, the Knight of Cups is all about, so he's a charmer, he's artistic, he's graceful, he's a mediator. It's the same thing. So the Knight of Cups is in your obstacles, and he's what you can use. You have the same kind of characteristics about you as this person does. So you're not going to have any problems moving on. Don't hate the player, hate the game, by the way. You can play the game just as good as the next person. Don't let them think that you're going to be alone. You've got plenty of charm. You've got plenty of character. You've got plenty of, you're a good person, and you're attractive. You've got all that going on. You can find anybody you want. What's just passed on Judgment is the Six of Cups, which is a cup of nostalgia. It makes you, so you're, maybe you've been longing for something from the past, or you're remembering things from the past. Maybe you're reflecting, and that's what I would say is you're reflecting, self-reflecting from the past. It could be a person coming back from the past, but I feel like on the Judgment card that this is more of a inner, so the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia and remembering the past. So for me, this is remembering something about yourself from the past that you missed. Maybe how things used to be, how you used to be. Maybe the situation changed you and you wish you were the person you used to be, or how could I have let this happen? Something to that effect. What's coming on the World is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is all about manifestation and ambitions. He's diligent and very goal-oriented. He's a planner, and he's dependable, and he's loyal. So what's coming is you will definitely be able to refocus your attention in order to manifest everything that you're looking to achieve. Again, this cycle is over. This was brought to you for a purpose. So understand that purpose, get that reason behind it, and take that with you. And let the junk go. Let the rest of it go. Don't you take the toxicity of the situation with you. Your attitude on the Ten of Wands is the Fool. Yeah, so you're feeling a little bit. So the Fool quite literally, you're feeling kind of like a fool in this situation. How could I have let this person do that? The Fool is also about new beginnings. Like I said, packing your bags and getting the hell out of there. I'm done, but how could I have let this happen? I know better. I knew better. I saw the signs. I ignored the signs. I should have left when A, B, or C happened. I should never have let it get this far. You know, that kind of thinking is going on inside of you. What people think on the Seven of Swords is the Ace of Swords. Yeah, they want to see you happy. The Ace of Swords is all about clarity and power and victory right there. Ace of Swords. You got the Ace of Swords twice. You've got the Knight of Cups twice. You've got, you know, like, it's just saying, I meant what I said. I meant what I said. The Ace of Swords is all about you deserve to know the truth. I want you to see what this person is doing to you and love yourself enough to walk away and know that you deserve better. The Ace of Swords is all about, like I said, it's all about clarity. It's all about power. It's all about breakthrough. It's all about truth and, you know, seeing the truth and accepting the truth and moving on from it. Seeing what everybody else can see. On your hopes and fears on the Ten of Swords, look at that, you got the World again. Okay, so definitely to reiterate, the cycle is done. It's done. It's done. So the World is all about a cycle being complete. It's about success. It's about achievement. It's about accomplishment. It's about, maybe you are traveling, and I think you're packing your bags and traveling somewhere, whether it's next door to a different house or whether you're like, I'm going to go take a little break. It's a sense of belonging. So, and also the cycle's complete. Ten of Swords, the cycle's complete. By the way, if you didn't hear me, this cycle is complete. All you need to do is take the truth from it so that you can move on, so that it will stop repeating. That's what I keep hearing in this reading is, don't talk yourself into why it's okay, because it's not okay. Whatever they did to you was not okay. Whatever the situation brought you was not okay. And if you allow it to be okay, unfortunately, the cycle will repeat itself, and it will keep repeating itself until you take that lesson and you move on. It's time to love yourself enough. It's time to live in your authenticity. It's time to love yourself. Seriously, like, don't keep doing this. And if you can finally move on from that, on the Star, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, who is, you know, she's intuitive, she's calm, she's kind, she's compassionate, she's warm. She has everything she needs, by the way. She has money, she has stability, she has support, she is happy, she's content with her life. She has everything she ever wanted to have in life. She is very happy. And again, like, on top of the Star is hope, inspiration, creativity. Like, what a combination of an outcome if you can just love yourself enough to get there. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. Virgo, love yourself. You deserve it. Love yourself enough and command the respect and love from other people. You're just, why waste your time on anything less? So anyway, those are your messages this week, and until next week, tell your truth, find your voice, and sing your song. God bless.